So take a look at the status. Okay, folks, we are live streaming again. Let me cut over to the other picture. Hang on one. Auto. All right, we should have a picture on the screen now. I'm actually running through an external amplifier and microphone. The one thing that does is it has a better preamp, I believe, than the camera does, because the camera introduces an awful lot of hiss on the external, and this one, while the level may be down some, and I have the ability to push that up, it sounded pretty clean. So right now, if I take a look at the stream health, it looks pretty good. We're gopping along here about every 30 seconds. Or I'm sorry, we're putting out, about every 30 seconds it gops out, because we put out 60 frames a second. So I set the gop down to 30. So it's putting out quite a bit of data fairly frequently. The live latency right now is 9.3 seconds. The buffer, the input buffer, looks like hovering around 7 seconds or so. We have 3 dropped frames out of 6,000, say 7,000. Volume is normal, everything is normal. I'm getting these statistics because the latest change that they made to YouTube actually allows you to look at what your connection speed is and that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. So this test, I'm going to try a few things. You'll see a flash on the screen as I change the encoder settings. Right now the CPU usage on the encoder is about 58%, which is fine with a GOP of 30. I'm going to take that down. The lowest it can go is 3, and there's a reason for 3. Actually, it'll go down. This one says it goes down to 5, but the smallest size you could have would probably be a sync frame and then one or two other things. So which is a P there's a sync portion, which is the sync frame, and then you have a P and B frames, which are actually strings of actual data. So every time it sends, it actually is sending out a little bit of data at a time. So we're going to take a listen. The bit rate I have set at 42, which is fairly low. I'm going to try increasing that now to 5,000. So the first click you're going to get on the screen will be that. As I say, make it so. Close. Watch the live stream. And we should this should have glitched, and as I'm sending it a different stream content now. So still a variable stream. Let me check the health of the encoder. Yep, 5,000 and a GOP of 30. The status of the CPU is it's at 62%. Pretty good. Sort of loping along 72%. Depends on where I hit it. And then we also have to remember that every time I demand a status update out of this encoder, it adds to the workload. So it then has to stabilize back down. Let's go take a look at the stream and see how it's doing. Stats for Nerds, that's me, is sending out a lot of data more frequently. And it's a variable bit stream, so right now I don't know what it's doing. It says it has no latency at all. I don't know if that's true. So we'll see. I'm actually getting something on the screen, even though it says that there's virtually no latency. So that's good. We'll try that at 5, and we'll compare it where we started at 4.25, and we'll see how it runs. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream now. We'll go back to our starting location and be well.